back, folks. Vortex Mike with our first Warhammer Age of Sigmar battle report / scenario. This is our battlefield right now. It's a 3 foot by 3 foot. It's currently in the realm of fire, but we're not going by any of the rules that are in the realm of fire. Our first scenario is going to be no quarter, which is the first scenario in the Age of Sigmar book, and I'll just read over what it says and how we set it up, because we already set it up basically based on the scenario, but I'll go over it. So no quarter, the armies are 2 armies. You have the Hammers of Sigmar, which is represented by Lord Celestin on Dracoth, which is right here, and he is in the center of battle, in the battlefield. And over here, the goretide is represented by the 2 people. It's the Bloodstoker, which is the guy with the whip in his hand, and the Kogorath, which is the monster. So those are the 2 armies in this scenario. The victory conditions are: the battle will continue until one side is wiped out, and this is a major victory. So basically the object of this scenario is for one side to be destroyed and the other one to win. That is basically what no quarter is. I'll tell you the story. It's got a little story here. I'll read it. It says, Lord Celestin Vandus Hammerhand is the first to strike. He is soon set upon the sadistic Bloodstoker Vec the Flayer and the monstrous Kogorath. He goads into battle. A vicious duel between with no quarter asked, no given. So that's how we set it up. First thing we'll do is, in the scenario it did not say who goes first, so we'll roll for who goes first. So my son Damien, he'll be in charge of the Stormcast Eternals, so he'll be representing Celestin, and I'll be representing the Goretide. So you want to roll? We'll roll 1. So we roll 1d6 to see. So I'll zoom that out here. And looks like it will be Celestin. They'll be able to go first, so I'll let him move his guys and we'll come back and we'll go from there. Alright folks, we're back, and my son has moved Lord Celestin up. So right now he can choose. He didn't do a heroic command ability because Lord Celestin's the only one in his army. Wouldn't really affect the thing. Do you want to do a ranged attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to use? Do you remember the ones?
Stormcast.
So he is going to choose to use Storm Breath, which he picks a point on the map. So our point on the area, and it has to be within 12 inches of enemy models, which you are. So go ahead and pick a point with a dice where you want your thing to go. Alright, so he picks that. So what you do now is you're going to roll a dice for each unit, friend or foe, so you have 2. So go ahead and grab 2 dice.
Roll them separately?
You can roll them separately, yeah, that's fine. So on a 4 or better, it affects them, so there's 1 roll. Alright, so 2 4s, and what it does is now you have to roll for damage, and it's D3 mortal wounds, so you gotta roll each dice once, and half the damage. And mortal wounds, okay, so that goes down to 2. Alright, so that's 2 wounds. Go ahead and roll the other one. Okay, so that's 2. So, oh no, that's actually 3, I'm sorry, so that was 5. So we'll go to 3 on that one, and 2 on the 4. So who gets 3 damage? Which model gets 3 damage?
The wood.
The wood guy? Bloodstoker?
Yeah.
Alright, so Bloodstoker, he has 5 wounds, he takes 3 wounds, and he is down to he's down to 2, and Korgoth takes 2 wounds, and he has 8 wounds, so he is down to 6 wounds. Alright, so that is your shooting phase. Now I also have a shooting phase, which, double check, I shoot my bone tentacles. Let me see if you're in range. You can measure at any time, and he's out of range, so I won't be able to do the shooting phase. So that basically ends the shooting phase. Would you like to declare a charge now? Alright, so you have to roll 2 dice, and then that's how far you can move. How much did you roll?
7.
Okay, so 7 inches. Let's measure it. Yeah, that's it. Who are you charging into?
Kogaroth.
Korgoth? Alright. Alright. So, we got that. Go ahead and roll your attacks. Now, what are you attacking with? Your Temptress Hammer? Because if you...
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll, because you made a charge. So, actually, you want to roll... First roll a dice to see how many extra attacks you get. So, you rolled... Which one did you roll? The 3? So, you get 2 extra attacks, because you charged in with, and you're using your Temptress Hammer. So, now you do... Instead of 3 attacks, you do 5 attacks. So go ahead and roll 5. And you're hitting on a 3+.
Can you just roll them separately?
No, you can roll them all together.
Oh, I can roll them all together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so 3+. How many hits did you get?
4.
Okay, so go ahead and take out the one that you missed. And go ahead and roll to wound. And you're rolling on a 2+ to wound. How many did you get?
4. Well, 3s and 4.
4. So you got 4. Alright, and he has a -1 rend, the Lord's Lesson. So that means on my save, which is usually a 4+, I need to get a 5+. So I gotta roll 4 dice here. And let's see. I got
You saved yourself.
2. Wow, all 4 I saved. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. So, alright, so that's pretty much there. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Korgoth, and he's going to attack with his Claws and Fangs, which he has 5 attacks. And I'm attacking Lord's Lesson. And he hits on a 3+. So they all hit, all 5 hit. Now to wound is a 3+.
Oh, shit.
And all but 4. And I don't have, I have a -1 rend, so you have to roll a 4+. So looks like you got
A 5, 2 6s, and a 1, so I save 3 attacks.
3 attacks, so you take a wound. And Lord Celestin, he has 7 wounds, so he goes down to 6. He goes down to 6. I'm going to go ahead and use the pile-in maneuver. And what that is when you have engaged in combat, you have someone within 3 inches, they can go ahead and pile in and attack. So I'm going to move the Bloodstoker. He's going to attack the Lord Celestin. And the Bloodstoker is going to use his Tortured Blade, which he gets 3 attacks. Oops. 3 attacks, and he's hitting on 3+. He gets all those. And now to wound, he's doing 3+. And he hits him 2 wounds, so you gotta take 2 saves. Now, does he have a rend? He has no rend, so you save on a 3+ this time. And you saved it. Alright, so that's basically how the rounds work. And the Age of Sigmar is very simple. There is some strategy who gets the charge off, who doesn't. But basically, that's basically the end of a turn. Is when everyone's done. Usually you do a battle shock phase, because there's movement phase, shooting phase, charge phase, combat phase, and then battle shock. That's when someone's slain. You'll roll, but we don't have that because no one's dead yet. So I believe what happens, it doesn't say in the rules, but what we have been doing, and someone want to correct me on the internet, I've seen some battle reports that they go ahead and they back up 3 inches so they're not in combat anymore. So that's pretty much, yeah, that's 3 inches. Just a little further. So I don't know if that's right or not, but that's basically what we've been doing. Yeah, so that's not right. Someone correct me on the internet. It feels not right, but that's what we've been doing because it just makes sense. Because when you have to roll for initiative for another round, you can move or you can, disengage. So I think that's it for this turn. We're going to go ahead and roll for the next round. Alright. And it is my turn. So I got next round. So we'll go ahead and go to next round 2. See you then. And we're back for round 2. And it is my turn. I've chosen pretty much not to move. You could retreat. I could move guys back and he could chase me, but he has a range of 10 inches, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the shooting phase. Now, they both have a shooting phase in this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and go with 1. And I think this is just like how combat. I go once, he goes once, and then it just goes back and forth. Basically, just like the combat phase in when you have multiple enemies that shoot. I believe that's how it's done. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's pretty much fair enough because it gives both sides each a chance to do their shooting phase. So I'm going to go ahead and go first. I'm going to use the Bloodstoker, which he has a blood whip, which he has to be within 3 inches, which he is. Now they're just 3 inches away, and it has 3 attacks. So I hit on 3 pluses. I'll roll. Oh, let me get these dice out of here. Oh, there we go. Probably saw my arm in the way there. Alright, so it hits on a 3+, all 3 hit. And to wound is a 4+. Trying to roll where you guys can see him at least. And I get 2 hits, or 2 wounds. So he has to There's 0 rend, so on a 3+, he gets to save his guy. And he gets it, so both get saved. Alright, do you want... So it's now your shooting phase. You want to use the Storm Breath again?
Yeah.
Alright.
It would be the best option.
So, pick a point. And let's go on label die. Now you want to make sure you're at least 2 inches away, so you might want to make it closer than that, because you'll get hit by it. Oh, here, let's see. Has to be 2 inches away from the point. Yeah, you're alright. So, okay. So you roll for each one. So 1 dice per roll. 4 or better.
Oh shit!
Oh, miss.
Jesus!
Oh,
shit.
You missed. All right.
Snake eyes.
All right. So
God
Storm
damn it.
Breath both missed. That's a rare miss. All right. So I still have shooting. I'm gonna use the Korgoth's bone tentacles, and they hit on a 3+, and all 3 hit. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. All 3 hit. Try to zoom this out so you guys can see. And we're hitting on a 4+, and I get 2 hits on Lord Celestin. And 0 rend, so alright, so you gotta hit. And you make it. So Lord Celestin yet makes good saves on his roll. So we'll get this out of the way, that's done. Since it's my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and charge. You do have to roll 2 dice. Even though we're within 3 inches of each other, we still have to do a charge. And of course, I get it off in this Korgoth charging Lord Celestin. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and attack him since I charged him. So I get to choose, since it's my initiative, who gets to start the battle. So I'm going to have Korgoth. He's going to attack with his Claws and Fangs, which is 5 attacks. And I roll 3+ to hit and 3 to wound. I get 1. Get 1 hit, 2. Oh, 3+. I was looking at it wrong, so I hit all 5. Now I need to hit a 3+ also on this. Wow, what a bad roll. I only got 2 wounds on him. So he has a -1 rend because the Claws of Fangs. You have to hit a 4+. And you make it. So Lord Celestin again. Alright, since I attacked, it's your turn to attack. So, what do you want to attack with? Do you want to attack with the hammer or the Claws and Fangs? Huh?
The hammer.
Alright, so go ahead and attack with the hammer. Now you don't get the D3 extra attacks because you didn't charge. So you have 3 regular attacks. So go ahead and roll. Alright, so you needed a 3+ to hit. So how many hits did you do there?
1, 2.
Alright, so go ahead and roll them. You need 2+ to hit. And you hit both. Now, what this says is you do D3 damage. So I think you roll for each wound D3 damage. So you roll both dice and half it up. We didn't do that last time, but that's fine. We'll do it this time. So, holy crap. So you did 2 on that dice and 3 on that one. So that's 5 damage. So that's a pretty good roll because that takes the Korgoth down to 1 hit point left. Alright, since Bloodsoaker's here, he's going to go ahead and use the pile and maneuver. And he's going to go ahead and attack Lord Celestant with his Torture Blade, which has 3 attacks. And he's hitting on 3+. And got 2 hits. Now to wound. Needs 3+ to wound. I got both. Alright, so you have to roll 0 Ren, so 3+, and you save it again. So Lord Celestant is definitely saving. So since he got charged, I'll back him away. Oh, there he got a little stuck there. Alright, so we backed away. So this is round 3 initiative. So go ahead and roll for initiative here. Pretty big one because this can go pretty much any way.
Oh shit!
Cop dice. So let me roll again. And what does that say? 2. Yeah. So it is your initiative. So
Nice.
go ahead and pause for a second, and we go into round 3. Is the Celestial Stormcast Eternals. Alright, folks, we're back to round 3, and it's Lord Celestant's turn. What do you decide to do?
Charge?
Well, you got your shooting phase. You want to do your shooting phase?
Oh, I was just gonna skip that, but I guess
Or
I
you
could
can
do
move.
it.
You can move back and then use your shooting.
Oh, well, I guess that's a smart idea, yeah.
Yeah, you can move. You can move back if you want.
Which one I got?
But that makes... Then I'll just move. So, might as well stay there. And use your shooting.
Yeah, I was gonna actually just skip that turn for some reason.
Alright.
Kind of thought over it, but I could do the shooting. How much do I roll?
Well, you gotta choose what you're gonna use. The Storm Breath?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna
Alright.
put it in the center of right here.
Alright. And you're within 2... You're not within 2 inches?
I don't think so, no. So I don't think I can... I think I'm close enough to him, but not to him.
No, you're fine. You can hit both of them. Alright, so, go ahead and roll. You're gonna roll dice. You have to hit on the 4. Roll one for each. Okay, so 1 hits.
Oh, shit.
1 misses. Alright, so
Damn.
you did 1. So which one is that directed towards?
What?
Bloodsoaker?
Yeah, Bloodstoker.
Alright, so go ahead and roll. You're going to do D3 mortal wounds. And you do 3. That means the Bloodstoker is dead. So he only had 2 wounds left. Alright, so you went first. Go ahead and grab that blue dice for me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Korgoros missile weapons, blood tentacles. He gets 3 attacks, hitting on 3 and 3+, and wounding on 4. So I only got 1. Got a wound, and I did 1. And they have 0 Ren, so you save on a 3+. And you got it. Alright, so shooting phase done. We go to the charge phase. Are you charging the...
Yeah.
Alright, so we gotta roll 2 dice. So gotta roll 2 dice, add up the number. Yeah, you're within.
9.
So go ahead and move him there. Alright, so... Alright, so are you attacking with your hammer? Because you charged? Because you get... Alright, so go ahead and roll how many extra attacks you get. So 1d3. And you get 1 extra attack. So that means you get 4 attacks. So go ahead and roll. And you're rolling to hit on a 3+. So how many wounds did you do? Or hits? 3? 2?
2.
Alright, go ahead and roll on a... You're going to hit on the 2+. Alright, you got both. Now, I think I forgot to do a wound save the last time we did this. So I gotta do a wound save for the Korgorath. And you have a -1 rend. So that means I save on a 5+. And I got it. 2 6s. So what happened now, if I missed that, then we would roll the D3. So that we didn't do that last time. So that was something we didn't do last time. But we're learning. Bear with us. This is our first playthrough, or play through the scenario, battle report, whatever you want to call it, of this game. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Korgorath. He has 5 attacks with his claws and fangs, and he is hitting on a 3+. So 2 wounds, 3 wounds. Got 2 hitting on a 3+. Alright, so I got 2 wounds. So, and a -1 rend, so you gotta roll 2 dice at 4+. Oh, so you took a wound, so that takes Lord Celestia down to 5 wounds. Alright, so that's basically the end of combat. So we roll for initiative for round 4.
Oh damn!
You got a 2. I got a 1. So
again,
Lord
saved by the
Celestia
bell.
gets another 1. So, all right. You want to move him?
Move him back just to charge into him.
We're gonna go on and play through round 4 right now. We're not gonna do a pause. Since we're pretty much near the end, I only have 1 wound point left. What do you want to do? Do you want to do your shooting phase?
Just do the shooting, yeah.
Alright, so you're going to do your breath weapon on the Dragoth. Where you got to pick a point. So you're going to pick a point. Right there. Alright, so go ahead and roll. Oh, missed. Alright, I get to go with my shooting phase. And I'm going to shoot with the bone tentacles. I get 3 attacks.
Oh, damn.
And we hit on a 3+.
Oh shit!
All 3 hit.
You really
and I need to do a 4+ to wound.
Damn, this really backfired.
So I got 2 hits. Yeah, it did. So you gotta roll a 3 or better
To save.
Yep. Alright, you rolled 3 better, so you did good. Alright, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You want to charge?
I'm definitely charging, right? Am I supposed to
Wait, you
charge?
gotta roll 2 dice.
Yeah, oh yeah, I need to roll 2
Always
dice.
gotta roll, that's different.
That's a step I always forget.
Alright, yeah, you're within range, so go ahead and charge him.
Wait, am I? Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Alright, so, you want to attack with, what are you going to attack with? Your hammer or your claws and fangs?
The claws. This time.
Alright, so you got 3 dice, and you're hitting on a 3+. Oh, you got 1 hit. Might be enough, though. You gotta roll a 3+ to wound.
Oh, I got a snake eyes.
Alright, so now it's my turn to fight back. I'm using Korgorath's claws and fangs. Gets 5 attacks. Hitting on a 3+.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh.
And
Oh.
thing on a 3+, so got 3 hits.
I gotta be really careful here and hope for the best.
And I need a 3+ to hit. And I missed all 3.
Damn.
Alright, so we go into initiative. You got that dice for me, please. Alright, thank you.
And I guess blah 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 blah, moving back, blah 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 blah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh,
Alright, I got an initiative.
No.
So we're going to go ahead and continue to play through the rounds since I thought this game would be over. I'm within 3 inches, so I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm not going to do any hero phase because I'm not going to make any hero calls. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use our claws of, bone tentacles at 3 attacks on the 3+.
This is fine.
I got 2, missed 1, and I'm hitting on a 4+.
Oh god.
And I missed.
Ooh.
So,
Shooting phase?
yeah, for you.
Okay, so
You gotta choose a point, just like last time.
yeah, I got that this time.
Alright. Well, went off. So go ahead and roll on the D3 mortal wounds. Hopefully it's a 1 so I don't suffer any wounds, but I doubt it. And these are unrecoverable. 6, so that defeats the Korgoroth.
Woo!
So that results in a win for the Stormcast Eternals.
Damn.
So, and basically that is what deemed in the book as a glorious victory or a major victory. So now what we do is basically at the end of the game we decide who won. So that's Stormcast Eternals basically. And they have to roll for on the triumph table. On the triumph table, which I'll give you a selection here.
Woo!
See if you can see. Triumph table 1 through 6 gives you those 3 options. So go ahead and roll D6. So on a 6 on the triumph table. And with the triumph table, it adds +1 to your general wounds characteristics. So the next scenario, his general in the game will get a +1 wound. So that's basically how the triumph table works. As we go along, it shows you you could add a general wound to a general. Can also do other things. So it's pretty important to win the scenario. So far, it's a good game.
That was fun.
Yeah, definitely fun. You don't have to worry about if you're hitting from behind or if you're forming ranks. You're kind of not really worried about that. It's basically you're going out there playing the game, and it didn't even take that long. I mean, we played this in pretty good time. What do you think, Damien?
I think it was a great game. It was pretty difficult, though. It was a really close one. You could have easily taken me out with the last shot.
Wow. It could have been. Yeah, it could. Definitely, if I rolled better.
I was barely lucky to catch up at one point.
So, but good game. Overall, exciting. So, we'll see you for Scenario 2. And see you then. Thanks for watching.